Hello. Oh god, I'm getting stage fright. I've been having a hard time thinking about how to make this video. I felt like instinctually I felt drawn to make this much like I have with my past YouTube videos, but I feel like that actually contradicts everything I had said. I think the reason why I took a step away from YouTube is because I felt like I was playing my younger self. It put me into a crisis. I've been like really procrastinating this because I was like, okay, if I don't want to make a video like my younger self, how would I make a video that feels reflective of who I am right now? And that's been tough. Honestly, I feel like I've kind of lost myself a little bit. I think around 2 to 3 years ago, whenever it is I decided to basically quit YouTube, I sold all my camera equipment. And I did that because I'm like, I needed to think long term of how I was gonna make this journey and this transition into becoming a full-time writer director. And that requires time. And it isn't a very lucrative transition. So yeah, I just felt like I don't need all this fancy gear. And after that, I've been kind of living very nomadically, just trying to like figure shit out. After I made my first short film, which was a fucking dream of an experience, creating like basically the film I wish I had growing up and changed the trajectory of my life. I was writing a feature, a full-length movie. That has been a very lonely experience, but not in a bad way. I guess it's been confusing. It's really been confusing. My decision in pursuing writing and directing and to make films, I feel very strongly that that is exactly what I want to do, and that is the best decision I've made for my life. But it's hard. It's been a hard transition. It's not something that's easy to do, and it's taken a lot of perseverance, and still so. I felt like I actually found, as lonely as writing this feature has been, I found comfort in escaping in the world and the characters that I've created. Much like I had when I was a kid, I feel like I daydreamed constantly. I still do. I was writing that, and at the same time, I fell in love, and I was just enjoying that. I have been enjoying that, and I think finally once I stopped writing my feature, that was when I think I was forced to face some feelings that I have been repressing. I had been feeling confused, just super confused, unsure of what's the point. Not to be a downer, but yeah, I really felt like I lost myself, and I'm still figuring out who I am. I feel like I've constantly been living in the shadow of my younger self, and I for so long thought I was this one person, and now I'm like, I think there's parts of me that feel like that's still me, but I think I realized after I finished writing my feature that I was like, I need to be creating. Like my whole life, ever since I was a kid, I've been filming and making stuff, and that's how I process things. That feels like a big part of who I am, and I lost that because of my relationship with YouTube. And so I decided for myself, was like, I feel like it would be good to write a short film that feels reflective of that, but also still taking steps towards my ultimate dream of, writing and directing movies. And so, yeah, I wrote the short film called Don't Forget About Me. And it is very much a reflection of this period of my life. And it really was a love letter if you're still watching this, it's a love letter to you. Stranger, but it is. I wrote it with the intention of it being on YouTube, and it kind of snowballed and became way bigger. And it stars Bradley Stephen Perry, who is someone I've been watching his podcast, and I felt like at the time I was writing it felt very like the things he was saying. I just felt like there were parallels, and so I cold DM'd him, and he was down. And I think after I wrote the Don't Forget About Me script, it made me realize, yes, this is what I've been missing. And so I bought camcorder. It's made me feel better because it's like still making me tap back into what it is that I've always loved. What's always been the one thing that's been certain in my life, which is I love creating. Yeah, so I just been filming. I had no purpose for it. I just wanted to film, and so I've been filming my life, and it's just kind of it just felt good. I feel like when I go through hard times, I have to isolate. And so this transition has been very isolating. And I think having this camcorder, this like way to like release like my feelings and my thoughts, it's been so therapeutic and just fun, honestly. Like, I think another thing I realized is near the end of my on-screen YouTube presence, I'm like, oh my god, it's so heavy. And if I really think about it, I know this has been kind of not fun so far, but I am a lighthearted person, and I feel like I've lost that connection to my inner child, and I've been wanting to reconnect with it. And I've been so happy that I've refound filming and also just creating like this short film. I'm so excited for it. It was really hard. I really felt like I've been tested by the universe, but I do feel like I'm excited to hear what people who have watched me growing up feel about this film. I'm just really excited to read the comments. That's where I'm at right now. I'm still kind of figuring life out, like I'm sure all of you are, but I realize I don't want to do it alone. So I this is not a comeback to YouTube era, sorry. It's a scary world out there, but I decided to start a Patreon. And I know not everyone has the money to join a Patreon, so you can join for free, and there will be certain things that are available for everyone. But yeah, like I want to put my camcorder vlogs in a space where I feel it's safe, and I also want to talk to camera and like have a little podcast, but also do a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. Like, there's so much cool shit that we got to film on Don't Forget About Me, and so many things that I want to talk about. And if you're into filmmaking, like I would love to talk to you about filmmaking. So yeah, I'm excited to like have a community and to have people follow me along on this journey, because I feel very like tunnel vision about pursuing this dream, but it would be nice to not be alone on that journey. I hope that you will tag along on Patreon, but also I hope, if not, I hope you enjoy Don't Forget About Me. It's the first thing I'm putting out that feels reflective of who I am right now. I hope people like it. I hope you do. Anyway, thank you. I hope to see you around.